Hey guys, George here, Myshire. Been a while, but we got a new piece of equipment here that I just used in the barn for the first time. This is from, I'm gonna call them Eviage. They reached out to Zach and said, hey, we've upgraded our floor cleaner. We think you could really benefit from it. Would you like to try one out and maybe tell people what you think about it? And normally Zach would say no. We get a lot of people that are like, hey, we got this and we got this and we got this, can you try this stuff out? And it's not normally of an interest to us, or we've already got that process down. But improvements in the pressure washing department, I appreciate. Normally it takes me 5 hours to wash the barn and get the barn clean. And that, you know, I'm committing a whole day to that usually. But this, I got it set up. I learned some stuff about it, like this hose, but I've done the main barn in 20 minutes today. That's one room, 20 minutes. That room normally takes me 3 hours. Super happy with this thing. So it's a 20-inch floor cleaner, and not only does it clean the floor, but instead of leaving the water there, it has a water propelled suction, and it actually sucks the water up, and you can send it down a drain or out into the yard or whatever you want, and it pulls that dirty water up. And that is a big benefit in the barn, and probably a big benefit for a lot of people, especially if they're doing it in a building. They don't really want that water sitting around. You don't have to squeegee, it gets most of it up. So this does attach to the pressure washer. We have a small electric one. Wasn't really doing it. We got the gas one out and tried that. Worked phenomenal. They do offer pressure washers on their website too. We're going to look at getting into one of those, one of their bigger electric ones. They were very fairly priced. Speaking of how fair their prices are, they've even offered a discount code for our customers if they wanted to look into this stuff, and that is MSFarm10. That will be in the description with the link to their website. Highly recommend checking them out. We're going to do just a small piece here. I've already done the barn. Wanted to learn how it worked, figure it out, see how it worked before I tell you guys something. So yeah, we're going to make a bunch of noise and get rid of some dirt here. So there you see, didn't take long. I didn't do the whole thing. What I did do, it done a really good job on. This has not been washed since last year, and it is June, so that's a while. This sees a lot of traffic from the cars. Now, we work on keeping everything here as clean as possible. And we run into some issues, being we have a lot of water issues here. Like there's not much water underneath us, and relying on the wells and no city water really taxes the wells. Instead, I've turned a 5-hour pressure wash job into half an hour, 40 minutes, the whole barn. It's gonna really save us a lot of water. It's gonna save you a lot of water, especially if you're on city water. It's gonna keep your bills down. If you wanna have a party, wash your deck, keep your barn clean. Around here, we found out that keeping the barn wet really helps get rid of the flies. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe they don't like the wet surfaces, it scares them off, but just washing the floor, the next day, the next 2-3 days, it just seems like the flies are a lot less than they were before we washed. So maybe if you're having a lot of fly issues, washing your barn can help with that. If you've got water issues, this thing's really saving us some water. I'm really excited to see what this is going to do as far as our water consumption for the year, and how more frequently we can wash the barn, keep the barn cleaner, keep the flies down. That's going to keep the birds healthier. So, like I said, evagetool.com. It'll be in the description. MS Farm 10% off of your order. That'll be right there with that. Highly recommend checking them out. I'm sold on them.